Kathryn must know Faye, my friend Faye. Faye, his best friend was Nicole Simpson.
I know.
Well, Faye wrote a book about it. Do you know Faye Resnick? Really?
Never met her. Ever.
My feelings about Faye Resnick are not positive. She mentioned me in her book. I never read it, but in the book she referenced me and said that I was just some kind of, you know, turn the blind eye, look the other way kind of wife. I have to tell you, Faye, I've never met you before, and I feel like I'm being phony if I sit here across the table and not, like, address the elephant in the room.
I have nothing to say to anyone about what happened 20-something years ago. If I've done anything to offend anyone, I'm sorry.
I will never be Faye Resnick's friend.
I don't want to say that.
Distasteful is a strong word?
I don't want to go there and talk about that about her. So.
No, but that's how I felt about it. And
that was 21 years ago, so yeah. How does Kathryn have the balls to be speaking against my friend at my party that I invited her to? Shut up.
Okay, lots to discuss. There's been a lot of online chatter about how hot Donnie is. He won the Watch What Happens Live poll for hottest house husband. I mean, you know, Mauricio had held this title for a long time.
He still does to me, sorry.
He's very handsome.
Are you threatened by the emergence of Donnie to this group?
No, they're both beautiful men.
Kyle, Faye Resnick tweeted that she was not pleased about how she was portrayed on the show this season. What bothered her the most?
The women's interviews are upsetting, and the things that people said about her. You know, I hear these things that people say about her. It's not the person that I know. The person I know is an amazing mom, an amazing friend, an amazing aunt to my children, and just giving and happy and always in a good mood. And when I hear these things, I think, God, how could people be so misunderstood? It's just sad and it's frustrating.
My name was never mentioned. My ex-husband's name was never mentioned until Faye.
Well, I'm not talking about the book. I'm not talking about the OJ. I'm talking about this arena. It's been very difficult.
But Kyle,
painful.
she has her life. She lived it.
I understand
so
that, Yolanda.
She can share
I understand
that, too.
I understand that. I'm asking for her to please not go down and talk about somebody who's not signed up for this.
Ironic that the same time Faye was on this show, she was being portrayed by Connie Britton on American Crime Story. Did you watch that?
No, I won't, because I know the real Faye. I don't need to see a fake version of Faye.
But what was your experience? I mean, share with us, because I think that
in regard to what?
I mean, your experience when you were going through it in your marriage. I mean,
it took a toll on my marriage. It took a toll on friendships. It was horrible. Kyle, whether you want to understand my position or not, I associate my name being involved with her. That's all.
Coming up.
I'm so sensitive to so much right now. I associate my name being involved with her.
I understand that.
That's all.
I understand that.
And I am.
Were you still married to him when the book came out then?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Jason from Shreveport, Louisiana, sent in a passage from Faye's book. Kathryn's ex-husband, Marcus Allen, has denied these allegations, but it says, at times we were worried that OJ might take revenge on Marcus by telling his fiancée, Kathryn, about the affair with Nicole. That would have been a disaster because Kathryn was a sweet woman who was well aware of Marcus's womanizing and might have felt she had to call off the wedding.
Where did she get this from?
I didn't know her at the time, so I don't know. I only know the Faye I know now.
She was patronizing in her comments at the end, and I know you're protective of her, but her comment at the end saying...
Kathryn, I've been protecting you. Don't do that.
I know, but I'm saying
I'm
this.
going to tell you right now, she was not. You think, you don't know her. When she said you look beautiful, she meant that. And then you said to me, gosh, you know, I've gotten to know Faye. She's a really lovely person. I'm really glad I got to know her. And then you wrote in your blog that, you know, I would never be friends, and you said all these horrible things, and now you know what it feels like when the audience turns on you and they don't know you and they say rude things. So let's not go down that path, because I want to stick by you and I can't.
I didn't even get to finish my point.
Let her give her space to talk.
I want to hear what your point is.
When I watched it and she said, do you feel better now?
You're talking about the book.
Obviously, I think that you would associate that with me when you...
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Yeah.
But nothing pejorative or any of that. Not at all.
There is nothing.
Good. Do you feel better?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I have history with Faye in my mind. And, and because of the things that I know she wrote, it's a barrier for me.
It seemed like you chickened out.
It wasn't chickening out, it was me taking the higher road. Because I really could have said a lot, and I didn't. I can't not acknowledge what that is and what that was for me. You're asking me to discount my feelings then.
You think you've had a hard time? You have no idea.
That's true.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
So
No, I know.
Please keep that in mind when you talk about someone.
And she's protective of her as well.
I understand that. I understand that, but honestly...
I don't think you do.
Don't cry.
No, I'm not crying. I'm not. I'm just saying, you've had a really hard time. You have no idea what she's
You know what is
through.
amazing is that I lived a really hard time.
No.
Not because I wrote a book.
No, it's not that. I'm talking about from the show and the people and the things, mean things people say.
But you're discounting my real life.
And your real life is what?
Is that I went through it. And some of the things that she wrote, even pertaining to my ex-husband, talking about his, come on.
His what?
It's what?
I'm just saying.
I don't even know, but I mean, we just want to keep going and going on this. Why do we keep talking about this whole thing?
No, I know.
Why don't we move on from OJ and all that? Can we really?
Yes,
but
we
those
are.
are the things. Like, for me, it's going to, when you see someone, the same way Rena associates, when she said she saw me and she thought, oh, OJ. Well, what do you think I think when I see Faye?
Marcus and OJ were good friends.
Yes, at one point, but they hadn't hung out for a long time. As long as I was around, we did things here and there, but we did not spend large amounts of time with them.
You were married at OJ's house?
Yes.
When he was with Nicole?
No. He and Nicole were divorced, and I'm not sure if he was with Paula Barbieri or not, but he was dating someone else.